Wow, what a crazy storm.
I'll say, loud enough to wake the dead.
Speaking of, remember when people said we were crazy to buy a house that's built on top of a haunted old video store?
Yes, yes. Stupid people.
Nothing's ever happened here.
What the hell is that? What the hell is that?
It's a bad movie.
Did our house just give us a shitty movie to watch?
Let's talk about Twin Sitters.
Twin Sitters.
The ever-charming Peter and David Paul?
Yep.
Or is it Paul and David Peter?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Written and directed by John Paragon.
Jambi.
Jambi from Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah.
Woo. And...
Richard Fletcher from UHF.
But Dad!
Lovable John Paragon.
He really is. We are going to do all of his written and directed movies. All three of them.
Yeah, there aren't very many.
No.
Unfortunately.
Sadly, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Twin Sitters.
get into it.
1994, sweet action. It's got everything.
It does. Amazing wardrobes.
The best.
Great jokes.
Yes.
Adorable children.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Where to start?
Well, the movie opens in a Italian restaurant. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got like the chef from You Can't Do That on Television, who's just like
Just basically serving hot garbage water and slop.
right. There's like green slime.
Apparently, people like it there because there are
Yeah.
customers for some reason.
Even though the food apparently smells really bad because they serve it with the
Yeah.
yeah. And he says, "Good luck with that," which I actually really enjoyed. It was a good joke.
Sure.
Yeah, I liked it.
So slapsticky.
Right.
They end up pissing the fat chef off, which I guess is the owner,
Yeah.
which is not common usually,
Right.
and they get fired.
They do. After a cartoony
Kerfuffle.
kerfuffle. There we go. That's a good word. It's very, very cartoon-like manhandling of the twins.
Slapstick crap
Yeah.
for the kids, you
Yeah.
know. Kids movie. So, then cut to them at dinner with their parents.
Who are still amazed that they have twins.
Yeah, exactly alike and completely different. That's what I always used to say.
Even though they're in their 30s. Mid-20s?
The twins?
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Who knows?
I can't tell with those big, beefy people. They all look kind of old as hell to me. But yeah. So they allude to the fact that they're good. One's a good cook and one's personable. They should open a restaurant. Hey, great idea.
Right.
It's so
Where are we gonna
easy.
get the money? Yeah.
It's so easy to open a restaurant. Why didn't we think of that?
Yeah. And their father says, "Oh, you just go to the bank and get a loan." Easy peasy.
No problem.
Right.
So they're like, okay, we'll do that. After the epic cheers.
Yeah, the glass breaking cheers.
Okay, so they make a bunch of food.
A bunch of Italian food.
Italian food. they go to the bank with the hopes to dazzle a lone miser.
A banker?
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
And which is John Paragon.
It is none other.
And that's when they force feed this poor man all their weird food that
And
they
it's
had in a sack.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's a really gross scene.
Train's coming down the tunnel.
Yeah, it's just basically they're cramming food in this man's throat and he's kind of puking it up everywhere.
The train's going in the tunnel. Come on, egg palm, a little egg palm. Oh, Mr. Bankerman.
And he says, I don't want any of your pasta.
Yes, he does say that.
Yes.
So next,
They are at the park.
because they're denied the loan.
They are.
Obviously.
They are very upset and morose, and they've decided to give their
Vittles away to homeless.
yes, and it's the best pasta that one homeless lady has ever eaten.
Hey, this is the best lasagna I ever ate.
Because she's a homeless lady.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, well, fuck you. What do you know?
They don't care
They do not.
that she likes it. And that's when Oh, we didn't talk about the toxic waste dump. The very, very beginning
Yeah,
is just a scene where they're dumping a bunch of this toxic waste sludge, and there's some man coughing by the truck spigot.
oh, the guy in the velvet or velour duster
Yeah.
with a shotgun.
So that's a part of the plot, which we forgot to tell you about. Okay, so what it is they're at the park, and
He's
you explain.
the guy from the beginning who is like, I don't want to do any of this toxic waste dumping anymore because I have a conscience. So he's going to the FBI.
Yeah, he's
wants-
had it.
He wants to turn state's evidence or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Be a witness and all that. So he's meeting with the FBI, who is eating. The FBI agent is eating his terrible lunch, which apparently involves an entire family-sized bag of potato chips.
Okay, so they're meeting at the park where the twins are, and so some goons are sent to kill this asshole millionaire guy. He's
Yeah.
super rich now because he's been dumping his... Wait, they've been using his trucking company to dump toxic sludge. There, we
Right.
did it. There's
We got there.
There's that part of the plot done. Yes. So they're at the park, goons come, twins spring into action, and they save everyone.
Yes, they do.
They do, they save everyone.
They rush all the little kids off the park and they hit people with teeter-totters, seesaws. What did you say when you were a kid?
Seesaw.
Seesaw?
Ah, both.
Yeah. I feel like it was...
Either. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
I was just curious if it was more regional, you know, like hoagies and grinders and subs. Like, did you say teeter-totter or seesaw? Because I feel like we said teeter-totter in Florida.
I think we said seesaw
Yeah.
in Pennsylvania. I think. I can't fucking remember. I barely remember being a child.
Yeah.
That was eons ago. Anyway,
Yeah.
so twins save the day, and then they leave, and that's it. Then
They do. They dive in front of a speeding car and grab a baby out of a bassinet.
Yep, it's a carriage.
Is it? What's a bassinet? Is that a
think
Rocky
that's-
thing?
No, well, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about babies.
I don't know nothing about no babies.
I don't. Maybe it's one of those basket things you put your kid in.
Yeah.
You know, a baby basket.
For dumping them out in the river and whatnot.
Yeah, by the reeds.
Yeah.
Poo. Yeah. So they save the day. They do save everyone. That's what they do, and then that scene ends, and then they are in the gym.
Oh man.
They're
this
wearing
is,
the best onesie I've ever seen.
Yeah. I don't know if their fashions have been extravagant up to this point. I mean,
They were kind of.
yeah, they're always pretty loud, but
yeah,
this is when they start really like
this is when they start kicking
amping
it off.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, costumes are the main reason to watch this movie. Some designer named Karma. Well, I don't know how you say her name.
Karma Huel. I don't know.
Sure. Apparently did Puppet Master 4 and 5. And
Yeah.
some movie they were interested in checking out called Shrunken Heads.
That looks pretty intriguing.
Some nonsensical voodoo movie
Yeah.
where heads come to life and
Shrunken Heads come to life.
Shrunken
Shrunken Head
Heads.
Vengeance.
Yes. I want to see that.
I do too.
Do you think they're like bouncing around and like? Do you think they're like
I
flying?
hope somebody has them on like a chain or something, and they're like swinging them around, and
or
then,
like a sling,
yeah,
and they let them go and they just
and
go.
it's just like cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
One could hope. I doubt that
That's
that
not gonna
happens.
happen,
If we had made it, that's what would have happened,
certainly.
and it would be better than it probably is.
It's probably not too good.
Probably not, but I want to see it anyway.
Yeah.
Also, 1994 film, so you know it's good.
Yeah, when the '90s did bad, they really did bad. Like it's a different beast than '80s bad, I think.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably true. It is.
Yeah.
All right, so
So they're in the gym,
stripy onesie.
stripy onesie.
The other one's reasonable enough,
Yeah.
but that one without the cheek implants, I don't
Right.
know which one it is.
They're playing their song,
Oh, right, they made some songs for this album.
pumping the weights. Is that what it is? Lifting the weights. Lifting the weights. I don't know, all their songs are just kind of like a descriptive verb, phrase like lifting the weights, riding my Harley.
There are no Harleys in this movie.
There are, but there is a song called "I Ride My Harley"
It's true.
while they're driving in their humongous truck.
Shh, wait. They're in the gym.
They are in the gym.
They're talking to their weird, freaky friends in the gym.
Yeah, everybody's a character in the gym apparently.
Hey, Junior, maybe you should lay off the growth hormone.
Why?
Everybody's dressed very revealingly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unwanted bulge in this scene.
It's fine.
Yeah.
That's when Thomas is sent.
Thomas of Jesus Christ Superstar fame. He played Pontius Pilate in the movie.
Yeah, now he's in, and then he was in this movie.
Yeah, well, he was in The Shining as well, but
A bit part.
yeah, it was a very subdued role.
We forgot to also, we're not good at this. We forgot to mention the uncle of the rich douchebag trucker uncle has a conversation with the FBI like, you're not doing your job. I
Oh.
need those twins to come protect me.
Right. Is this the scene where they're going through all the... No. This is, they show the uncle and the FBI guy.
They're like in a room in his house and they're just having a conversation. This
Right.
is after the
This is after
playground.
the gym. Because the twins are there for that conversation. Where he's like, I've seen what these guys can do.
I thought they sent Thomas to go get them and
They-
send them an invitation to come to the house.
That's the gym scene, yeah.
What's your name?
Well, my name is Thomas Sedgwick.
Okay, to Thomas. May all your ups and downs be in bed. Peter Falcone.
And he's like, he has a proposition for you.
Yeah.
Maybe a job or whatever.
They're just like, okay.
Because he was so impressed with their skills.
Why was he in the park doing alterations?
He means the fight. You mean the fight, right?
He's right.
He means the fight.
Oh, the fight, right.
Their combat skills, I guess, in the park.
Which is not like a thing that's ever explained.
No.
They're just big, so I guess they know how to do things.
Right. I mean, it's not like they did anything very impressive, like cinematically, anyway.
Not really.
It wasn't a good action scene, so.
Okay, so they go to the house in the giant.
Right.
Their giant
truck that
stupidly
says,
giant truck.
Too big.
Too big.
On the license plate, the vanity plate.
Which the truck wouldn't fit anywhere.
No.
In real life.
You can't park that thing.
You can't drive that
street.
thing.
Yeah. That's true. You couldn't even fit in a lane.
You certainly couldn't drive it in a city.
No.
Impossible. Anyway, so this stupid impossible truck is going up the driveway, which it takes up all of.
Yeah.
And they have some stupid conversation at the gate with the FBI agents. And it is wacky and silly.
Yeah, he asked the guy, yo, bro, is that a supercut?
Yo, nice hair. Is that a supercut?
Nice dude, is that a supercut? And the guy, very realistically, is just gives him a look like, the fuck are you talking
Yes.
about? He's like, you should try some extensions. And
Yep.
he's like, oh.
And he looks really sad. So they're let into the gate, and they go up in the park, and they get in. And
Right.
that's when they have the proposition. They're wearing beautiful clothing yet again.
Oh man, bird on a hat.
Yep, bird on hat. Who? Why?
With a nest with eggs
3 eggs.
and a bird,
More birds.
all in one hat.
2 or 3 birds on that hat there are.
Yeah.
And the other one.
It's the same guy. He's wearing an entire computer keyboard and maybe a telephone. Or is it just the keyboard?
There's cord.
There's
like telephone.
There's a cord
coiled
that
cord,
like,
yeah.
wraps all around his body. And there's like a giant computer keyboard that's just like clanking off of his shins.
Yep.
The entire time that he's walking around.
I think he's wearing a bunch of bandanas everywhere too.
Yeah.
And some belts.
He has a knee pad on his forearm.
Yep. The other one's wearing like a Sgt. Pepper's jacket and a fedora.
Yeah. I don't even know if that's a fedora. It was like a...
Hi, Seymour.
Oh, it's Seymour. Hello. Hi.
Do you want to talk about twin sitters?
Yeah. This is Seymour. Lay down.
Aw.
I don't know. He might be in one of the shots. He's probably in this one.
Nope. I don't see him in that one. He's probably in
He's
that
probably
one.
in the center shot. So this is when we meet the kids? No. Okay.
We've only seen this.
He gives them
times.
He gives them the check. He's like, I'm gonna pay you $2,500 a day each.
Wait, so he gave them a job offer
And a check for $35,000.
and then he left.
And then he just left. That same day.
Yeah.
Like all within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you want the job? Cool. I'm out.
See you later.
I'm in witness protection now. Gotta go.
So, like, when did they pack or anything?
I don't know.
So, wait, maybe they did get the job offer before, and then they just went there and accepted it or something. Whatever.
I don't think it matters.
They're going to this stupid mansion to watch this guy's kids.
Yeah.
Which, at that point, you don't know what they are yet.
They're
In general, you don't know what they are.
They freak out because they got a check for $35,000. They do some high kicks and some jumping around.
Thank you, Virgin.
And they thank the Virgin Mary.
Yep.
Do a Heckle and Jekyll routine by the pool.
Yep.
So, Mr. Falcone, what do you think of our new residence?
Well, Mr. Falcone, it's a trifle, but it will do. Oh, indubitably.
And then that's when the twins show up.
As they're walking up the landing and the big marble steps that are out there, because it's just an impossibly huge mansion. And they are shot with paintballs.
Yep. And they're kids they're watching are twins. So just a bunch of twins.
Surprise, surprise.
Yep. The ugliest twins of all.
They are hideous children. They have
There's nothing lovable about them.
receding hairlines.
They're not cute.
And they dress like...
They look like they have heart disease.
Yeah, they dress like they're the team lead of a data entry team.
In the 90s.
Yeah. Like khakis and
Yes.
striped
Baggy
button-ups.
khakis. Those gross crew sweater things.
Right.
Gross.
And they only...
And they have those bowl cut things.
Ugh.
The hair is the worst, but the faces are worse than the hair. We don't like them.
They're
They
just-
gross us out. They're not cute at all.
There's somebody loves...
Unspeakable atrocities.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's not my style.
Loving kids. That's not my style.
Not really. Especially those. What are those?
Excuse me, ma'am.
What are
What
those?
those?
Trying to so the big twins are supposed to be taking care of the little twins.
Right.
And so they're trying to cook them dinner, but one of the staff of the place, Mother Love, is like, they won't eat anything, and
Yeah, but I'm afraid you done wasted your whole afternoon because all those children ever eat is peanut butter and bologna.
Yeah.
they only eat peanut butter and bologna sandwiches, which they would.
I don't... I mean, that's a pretty gross combination, but
Exactly.
I feel like they're like canned tuna in peanut butter.
Ew. God!
Make it grosser.
That is grosser than bologna and peanut butter. Those kids,
And like...
if those kids were a food, they'd be peanut butter and tuna mixed together. Oh, God. Yep.
Uh-huh. They make them dinner, which they refuse to eat because
Yeah,
they
and
only
they're
eat peanut butter and bologna.
And they're huge little assholes about it.
Yeah, they glue one of the twins
To a chair.
To the chair.
After they throw the food at the wall or they
Oh,
throw it on
yeah.
the floor.
Is a real Donald Trump kind of move.
Yeah, they really are a couple little Donald Trumps.
Yes.
Their bad clothes and their shitty faces in there. I'm sorry, you actors. I hope they never see this.
They probably won't.
No.
Nobody's going to see this but us.
That's true. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Right. They throw their plates at the wall. They glue one of the twin sitters to his chair.
Yep. And then the best noise ever happens. Yep.
Yeah, and they run away. And the other twin finds that his feet are glued, or is that?
No,
that's another scene.
That's different. Yeah.
There's a few
There's some gluing
failed
scenes.
meal scenes.
Yeah. So they're not. No one's getting along at this point.
Right.
There's conflict. There's issues. All right. So attempted murder.
Attempted murder.
So the big twins are hanging out. Well, the little twins also did like a fake hanging of themselves.
Oh yeah.
What's the matter with you staring at a person like that? You could have given us a coronation or something. Yeah, that wasn't funny.
So they're little sadistic assholes,
They
essentially.
are. They come in and they say, "Oh my God, Brad jumped in the pool or
This
fell in
is
the pool."
After the hanging thing
Yeah.
that happened.
And they're like, "So what?" And you're like, "Well, you can't swim."
And they're like, oh no.
They go and dive in the pool, and then the kids like
try to electrocute
Try
them.
to electrocute them, just straight up attempted murder.
Thank God that extension cord wasn't long enough. The next scene is of the uncle at the FBI.
Right, they go around the room introducing all the agents.
Mm-hmm. This is like, meanwhile, the uncle's doing this.
Yeah, that he has to work with. And one of them is named Vlad Schmidt.
That's a pretty name.
Vlad. Excuse me, my son is also named Vlad.
Yes, so we like that. Vlad. Alright, so meanwhile at the house, you know, there's friction, tension, whatever you want to say. Their butler, Thomas, is dropping dishes left and right.
All over the place.
Maybe hundreds of dollars worth of dishes are shattered at this point.
Everything shocks him to the point of his brain switching off.
Yes, just dropping whatever he's holding immediately.
Yeah.
Yep, so that guy is real bad at his job. As a butler, that's one of the main things you have to do, I would imagine, just carry stuff around without dropping it.
Sure.
But he can't manage to do that.
No. Really, literally everything that Peter and David Paul, or Paul and David Peter, do just confounds him to the point where he's just like,
yeah,
this is not funny.
Well, it's a lot of low-hanging fruit jokes in this movie, but it's still lovable because Barbarian Brothers.
Oh, they're so lovable. They're so charming.
They are. One's sadly gone.
Yeah,
it's a real shame.
In 2020.
It's a real shame. We love them on all of their bad movies.
We never got a Barbarian Brothers Save Christmas kind of movie.
No.
Which I think would have been fantastic.
We was robbed.
We was.
Yes. And John Paragon should have directed it.
Yes. And he's gone too.
I know.
We'll never have it.
We can only dream.
Unless there are more extremely charming bodybuilding Italian twins from New Jersey out there.
Hey, there could be.
I'm sure there are.
There probably are.
Yeah.
Not that charming, though.
No.
You'll never get that level of charm again.
Probably not.
No. Okay.
I feel like if you cast the situation now in a movie like that, it might work.
He's not a twin.
No.
He doesn't count.
Maybe we could have the situation do like the that Van Damme movie where he plays like the preppy twin and the gruff twin. I think I would love to see that movie.
So, next character introduced, teacher. Oh. We have the weird, horny Latin maid who's into them.
Yeah, as they're laying on the floor coloring or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's like,
they're like coloring in the same coloring book together.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know what they're doing.
And she's
super
comes in and very lustily is like, I fixed your shirt for you.
Yeah.
I got the blood stain out of your shirt.
Cool.
Yeah, and your pants or something, and they're just, but for some reason they're like jiggling their buttocks or whatever. And then an additional scene happened like that in the kitchen. Pecs when they were trying to wash paintball crap out of their shirts. So anyway, she's a character, not a very important one, but she's there.
But
and
before the teacher comes, more hijinks happen because they end up tying the two little kids to a chair.
Right.
And Mother Love is like, yes! And everybody's like, high five, child abuse.
Yeah, they keep like abusing these children.
Right.
There's like some other scenes where they're, which I'm fine with.
Fuck them kids.
I don't care. I don't care. Kids are gross.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Nobody deserves to be abused. Okay. So they have them tied up. Are they like trying to force feed them or something? Is that, or they're just...
I think they just tied them up.
Tie them up because they're little a-holes.
They're like tired of them, yeah.
Okay.
And that's when the teacher shows up.
Yes,
and
she's like, what's
what are you doing? Yeah.
And then the big twins both have a crush on her.
They do indeed.
And it's a corny school scene.
Yeah. And it's not a good joke in the whole scene.
What's a dangling participle?
Is that like when you run out of toilet paper?
At all. That night is when the little twins,
They
try to run away.
Yes.
And they steal the Bentley or the Rolls Royce, whatever it is.
Off to our hair club for men appointments.
And they just crash into a tree because the big twins are in the back hiding.
Right. They jump out from the back seat. They're like, ah!
Yep.
Even though the car is moving and their lives are pretty much in danger. Everybody's lives are in danger at that point.
It's the early 90s. None of that matters. No one thinks about this.
Yeah.
That was like normal shit back then. And the 80s were even worse.
I definitely rode in the back of a lot of big station wagons when I was a little kid. Like in the trunk area with no...
Yeah, the backwards.
Yeah, no seats.
You didn't ride in the trunk.
Well, I mean, of a station wagon.
Parents were throwing you in the trunk of the car.
Sure.
Get in there, you.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Yeah.
We had station wagons. Yep.
And the backs of pickup trucks, rode in those all the time.
Yeah. It was safe.
It really was just dangerous back then.
Yeah, no one gave a shit.
Yeah.
We were fine.
Maybe those things are not as dangerous as they make them out. I don't know.
I don't know. We just had enough sense not to like
Fall out of a
stand
moving
up and
vehicle.
like jump out of it or like
Right.
yeah. I mean, if you got hurt, it wasn't the end of the world like it is these days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you fell out of a moving vehicle, it might be the end of the world for you. But
You know what I mean? That's not what I'm talking about.
yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway.
Yeah.
They
The little twins.
they get in a fight. One twin
There's a mutiny.
has decided he's had enough.
Yes, descent.
And he's like, I'm tired of fucking peanut butter and bologna.
I don't even like it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a little dickhead anymore.
Right.
Everyone's like, bah, what are you talking about? And then they fight. And the big twins are like, nah,
They just walk off.
Yeah,
They're
we'll
like,
let them
"Wanna-
do their thing or whatever.
And work it out.
Yes, and then the next day the teacher comes back. And then the big twins both ask her out.
Yeah.
And then,
In hilarious ways.
yeah, which are really stupid.
Yeah.
And then they get mad that each other
Ask the teacher
asked
out.
the teacher out.
And they have a big...
Then they have a big fight. And they
live proportioned fight.
smash the house up and cause thousands of dollars worth of damage.
They lost their $35,000.
Like a while ago.
Yeah, they're just adding to the...
Yeah. They ripped up those slabs of marble on the floors with their glue shoes and
Wow.
yeah. Oh, my glue shoes. Yeah, they smash everything.
They do.
They just ruin stuff.
And the...
'Cause they're big.
Not in my kitchen, you don't.
The gardener is very
yes.
uncomfortably agitated by this fight.
I don't quite understand what emotion is going on with the gardener.
Oh, either.
But they're fighting. The big twins are fighting. I think they're in the pool at this point, and the gardener's just lopping at this like
Yeah, I think
very phallic bush, and he's like
he was having mixed, confusing thoughts and urges. I think.
I don't know what the fuck was going on with that.
It was.
I don't know. Like his girlfriend was.
It was
all into the
cringy.
fight.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he was supposedly upset, but it just didn't feel that way.
It didn't.
Anyway, at the end of this dumb fight, they're in the pool, and the teacher's like, "Well, I'll go out with both of you."
And she does.
And she does, which is a weird move.
Yes.
Anyway.
The next scene is the date, right?
That
has
them escaping the house to go on the date.
It has the actual best joke of the movie. Like the joke that lands not in a so bad it's good, but like an actual good joke is when he says, everybody buckle up, because they're all going out on the date. But then he turns around to the one little twin. He's like, Except you, Brad. You don't have to buckle up.
We're one.
Everybody wants these twins dead.
It was fantastic.
And it's fine. And you won't care. You'll be happy. You'll want them dead too.
Fuck them twins.
Fuck them twins. Fuck them little twins. Anyway, so the FBI guys were like, no, you can't leave. By orders of the government.
Yes, and we were going to pull up in 2 conveniently spaced crappy cars.
Yep.
What will happen? It's totally
You'll
unforeseen.
never believe it.
Yeah. They run over the cars in their monster truck.
They
and
monster truck the cars and then they
it's
escape.
rock and roll music.
And they go to the fair, which they don't show. They
They don't
that.
show the fair.
You know, they filmed a bunch of stuff at the fair.
But none of it worked. Maybe they didn't have permissions. And
Who knows what happened? I want to see that footage. You know, that shit was awkward.
maybe they showed up to an actual fair and it was just like they reviewed it and they're just like, this is embarrassing. We can't do this. Like,
the rest of the movie made it in.
They can't ad lib and, you know.
But that did. that did not.
No.
All right.
But their truck is loaded down with balloons and stuffed animals.
Mm-hmm.
Like they won every prize at the fair.
Yes.
Every prize at the fair.
Every single one. They're just falling off the truck onto the street and stuff, and
just spilling out. Yeah.
So then they go and kiss the teacher goodnight, which it really makes you think about the future of that relationship, because
I don't know how it works. Yeah. Nothing good can come of it.
Some kinky ass shit, man.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
Maybe that's what they like. I don't really care, but
Consenting adults, I don't give a shit.
yeah, do your thing. Still, Jesus Christ.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It feels a little strange.
Yeah. I mean, they couldn't have 2 twin teachers because that would have just been overkill. So they just had the one.
Yeah, because, I mean, they had 8,000 sets of twins in this movie.
8,000.
One more would have just been over the top.
Okay.
Montage.
Yep, bad little twin makeover montage.
Yeah, they get an attitude makeover
They get
as well as a physical makeover.
Yep. Is this when they get thrown in sacks and dragged down the stairs?
It's the best scene ever. They're sleeping. Peter and David Paul just gobble them up in some bed sheets.
Bed sheets.
They yank them out of bed.
That's the way to put it. Yes.
And then
they pull them. They just drag them down the stairs.
Down the stairs in those bed sheets.
Yeah.
Just like,
Oh, and then they feed them breakfast.
and feed them breakfast.
And then they like the breakfast, and they're like, "Oh, you're pretty cool because you
Yeah.
liked our breakfast."
Is this the scene where one of the big twins is eating and he's just going,
This might be. No, it's an
it was an
earlier,
earlier
it's an
scene,
earlier scene.
yeah.
Anyway, it's really uncomfortable too.
So
Put that in here so you can hear it too. You're gonna love it. Makeovers. They
Makeover.
like get rid of all their Carlton clothes and
yeah, they get a rock and roll makeover.
you know, with the shooting their pants with shotgun and with a shotgun
That's
and
right.
like spray painting their shirts and
ripping sleeves
sleeves.
off of
Yeah.
suit jackets and something that's really badass if you're a clown. You're a complete fool.
You don't mean like an actual juggling clown.
No, I mean,
You just mean
you're an
an
embarrassment
idiot
of a
clown.
human, yeah.
It would have been way better if you meant like an actual circus clown. This is how you have to go through like what would be the word?
Clown college?
No,
Or transformation?
No.
They
Damn
should
it.
do a, there's probably already a movie where like somebody does like a werewolf transformation, but it's just like clown transformation. Like your shoes get big and the
I
nose
doubt that
goes-
exists.
It should exist, I
It
think.
probably will now. You put it out there.
Yeah.
Into the world.
Were clown.
Yeah. Oh, that would be a terrible movie.
Yeah.
Just awful. I mean, I'd watch it. Right, so they've all bonded now. And big twins and little twins are pals.
They're slam dunking basketballs.
They're lifting weights in uncomfortable striped underwear.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They're hitting tennis balls really hard.
Yeah, cannon noises are happening because you wouldn't understand, I guess, how incredibly powerful.
Because they're strong twins.
Yeah, you know, muscles.
Muscles.
Thomas has had enough.
Thomas is over it.
He really is. He's tired of getting tackled in the hallway. He's tired of breaking all the glasses and crockery.
Thomas just hates those fucking twins.
He does, as he should.
Cool.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I'd sell them kids for a big briefcase full of money too.
Get out of here, you twins. So everyone's bonded and they're hanging out by the pool, and the one little twin is making some lemonade, and that's when Thomas Jake is up, and Thomas lets the bad guys come, and they get rid of all of the guards very easily, apparently.
Yeah, the surfer assassin shows up.
Surfer assassin.
And he goes,
some sweet Wayne's World.
You have a nice day. Not.
Yeah.
And then he shoots somebody.
Have a nice day. Not.
Pretty good.
That was good noise.
Stop that.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're gonna do it again sometime soon.
I won't, because I feel like an idiot now.
It's okay.
Big fight breaks out in the mansion.
Yeah, it's a stupid fight. It's
Yeah.
stupid. There's people getting hit in the head with pans and cans and
A giant can of Chef Boyardee, SpaghettiOs. Somebody bowls a globe at bad guys.
Yeah, there's like
Paper mache cardboard
yes.
globes.
And it knocks them all over.
Yeah.
One twin sets a guy on fire.
One of the children.
One of
twins,
the children,
yeah.
yes. Anyway, it's all for naught. They fail, and the little twins get snatched up by Surfer Assassin.
Yes.
And then...
Who is a tremendous actor.
Tremendous. He's terrific. So they leave. Little twins leave, and then big twins put it together, I guess, that
They got kidnapped.
Thomas is the one...
They were watching the VHS that the teacher took of the montage scene.
Oh, right.
And they see Thomas lurking in the background.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, you son of a bitch.
So they figure it out, and Thomas is still there for some reason.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
He's taken a long time to pack. They do make it a point to show him put a pair of like lacy women's panties in his suitcase to imply that, you know, he's a bad person because he's kinky.
Into that,
He's got a kink, you know.
Poor Thomas. He's had a rough time.
He really has.
He's had to put up with those disgusting little boys.
The balding children, the kids with the thinning hair.
Yep, those are the ones. Yep. So.
So they go to Thomas to extract information. First by, what's the first thing they torture him with?
I feel like I'm getting quizzed and I don't remember.
They do something stupid.
I just remember him being...
Oh, they put his face on the photocopier.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, this is a lie detector. We can tell by the face
Oh,
you make.
it's so stupid.
Yeah,
It's like
it's awful.
Something a 2-year-old would do.
And then they tie him to
The posts.
the posts, and he thinks he's tied to their truck. Even though they could just look up and see that he is tied to a couple of posts.
So he's afraid for his life, I guess, and then he gives them the information that he, for some reason, knows.
Right.
Because he's an integral part of this operation. So he knows where the little twins are.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But he does. So he tells them, and they're like, okay. And they drive off, and he's just attached to 4 posts. He doesn't get ripped in half. Not enough gore in this movie, man.
Well, it's a kids movie.
Shut up.
I mean, it probably would have been a more interesting movie if they had gone for an R rating.
I know. I wasn't really serious.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I'm aware.
God damn it! Don't be contrarian. So they go to the boat, I guess.
They go to the boat. Dock 5.
They do have a scene where the twins are just annoying the shit out of Surfer Assassin.
Yeah.
So that's a real treat.
And that's when his acting skills come in, and he's like, "I've been listening to this for hours." And
he doesn't even do it that well.
No.
Would you shut up? You guys have been screaming for hours. I told you, nobody can hear you.
Yeah, but you can. Help! Help!
It's more flat.
Yeah. There's all this. Psst, psst. It happens like 20 fucking times.
That's later.
This is right now on the boat.
No, Matt.
Okay.
You're forgetting something.
Tell me.
You forgot that the other twins had to be called for help.
Let's call them the Alims and the Tigers.
The many other
That's right.
sets of twins.
I did forget that.
And then that's when the weird hissing action happened.
They were on the dock by the boat, and they're like, "We're outgunned and outnumbered.
We need backup.
We need help from useless twins."
Let's go get our twin friends.
Yeah.
We're only friends with twins.
It's true.
I know. It's weird. So they have these other two sets of twins come.
Yeah.
So now, if you lost count, we're up to 4 sets of twins total in this movie.
Yeah. I mean, it will be 5 at some point.
It's just, we're not there yet. We're only at 4. It does get to 5.
Yes.
And a set of triplets, though.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, there's a scene with a guard, a bad guy walking around, and he hears psst, and he looks down, and there's a person, an Asian guy, and he's like, "Hey, come down here." Mm-hmm. So he walks down the stairs to go after him, and then he hears psst, and he looks back up the stairs, and that same Asian guy is up there now.
Wow, it's like magic.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey," and so he walks back up the stairs, and
it happens again. Maybe.
And he looks down.
Yep.
He goes back down the stairs, and this time he turns around, and the Asian guy's like, "Right there," and then, what's this? A twin comes out, and it's twins.
You probably didn't need to explain that at all, but. Good job.
It's twins.
It's twins. Don't cry.
The whole scene happens again, but it's just a different set of twins.
Yeah, okay. So
and
these
because
twins
they're
are...
black, they put on like a funky bass line.
After they talk about selling a Rolex or some shit.
Right. They're like, "You're pretty." "No, you're the pretty one."
Yeah.
You're beautiful. No, you're beautiful.
No, you're the pretty one.
No, you're the pretty one. I'm the smart.
No, I'm...
Yeah. Oh my god. It's kind of a slow moving thing. Like, it's not very interesting to watch.
It's the same joke over and over. Everybody who encounters twins is totally baffled
that they're
by twins.
Yeah, they're just throwing off their game real bad because it's an anomaly.
Yeah.
So these twins take care of all the henchmen on the boat.
Yep.
They find the little twins. The little twins almost get shot by a surfer assassin. One little twin turns on steam pipe.
Yeah.
Hits him
Hits him.
dead nuts center in the face.
Yeah.
Steam.
And his hair goes.
Yep. Matt liked it. Yeah, so they take care of Surfer Assassin. Then they're all like, "Hey, let's go!" And then
the main bad guy shows
up. Bad guy shows up
Yeah.
with the big twins' one girlfriend.
Yeah.
And
the teacher, the girlfriend.
And why does the uncle show up?
I don't know how or why.
I think the FBI.
They even know that this is all going down.
Yeah, I don't know either. They just kind of all show up.
Yeah, but he shows up and he says, "Wow!" It doesn't. I don't know what he says.
He does say whatever that noise was you just made.
Yeah.
Rob!
Yep. That kind of sounds like the joust noise.
Atari Joust?
Yeah, Atari Joust.
I'm not familiar.
The pterodactyl, we'll find it.
Yeah.
The pterodactyl flies across the screen and it goes, wow! And then it like eats everything in its path.
Yeah.
Like you can't escape it.
Those were the best noises in like the old school video
Oh
games.
yeah.
Like the Q*bert noises were superb.
I love Joust.
Yeah.
It's a really fucking hard game. There's like lava hands in there and stuff. Anyway.
But I digress.
Yes. Yeah, so everyone shows up on the boat, and the main old evil white man shows up.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna get you, and I'm gonna shoot this lady, but then, hey, bald FBI chip-eating guy shoots him instead.
From the distance.
From the distance, and they take the gag off the girlfriend teacher. She's like, bah, 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 bah. There's a bomb, we gotta go. It's happening in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So they all jump off the boat together.
I feel like that wasn't filmed very well. That should have been like a slow motion.
I think
jump.
it was.
Yeah. They were way too close to the explosion. I know that.
Yes.
If that whole entire like industrial barge was blowing up, they needed to be much further away from that thing.
Movie magic.
If you say so.
Yep, so the many sets of twins jump off the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great. And then open to the very last scene.
Resolution
and happiness.
Yes.
Contentment.
We've come full circle. The hero's journey is over.
And they own a restaurant.
Life is changed.
They own an Italian restaurant.
Yes. With
it's lovely.
Many twins on their staff.
Yes.
And as customers.
So many twins.
Lots of twins.
It's wacky.
And they serve spaghetti.
A giant platter of it.
Which I would be very disappointed with if I was at that dinner.
Yeah, spaghetti's the most boring thing. Who cares?
I agree.
Who cares, you jabronis?
You chooch.
You chooches?
Stealing from the Jersey Shore and...
Here. I don't know, my dad.
Yeah. I forget.
My dad used to say that word all the time.
Yeah.
He probably still does, actually. Oh. They were just like, hey, here's one thing I don't understand. You twins? You big twins?
You twins, yeah.
How did you open this restaurant?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it turns out they just stole money from Thomas.
Yeah, they're like, Thomas gave us a loan, but they just stole all the ransom money,
yeah.
really.
And, like, that's the bad juju money. Like, they...
Oh, it wasn't even ransom money. It was the money that the villains paid Thomas to...
Correct.
Kidnap the twins.
Yeah, that's blood money.
Yes. I'm quick.
Yeah, and there was an FBI agent there, and he didn't care. And they were like, laugh it off.
All's well that ends well.
The end.
Freeze frame.
Yeah.
I don't know if they freeze framed, but
Nah,
it
they
felt
didn't.
like it.
They didn't.
They
That's
did it
it.
in spirit.
That's Twin Sitters.
That is Twin Sitters.
I would recommend this movie.
It
is entertaining.
Definitely goes to B-movie heaven for me.
We like it.
It's fantastic. We've seen it a million times.
Mm-hmm. It's a favorite.
It is.
We like to show it to people
And
if they're interested in it.
The Barbarian Brothers, Peter and David Paul.
We love them.
Fantastic. I will watch anything with them in it, except for that movie, The Barbarians, which I'm not a huge fan of.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
I still think they're lovable in it.
It seems
They're
like
still
they
goofy,
were
super goofy.
They hadn't really found their groove.
Yeah, they were
in that
younger.
movie. Yeah.
But I don't care.
Yeah.
I love them anyway. Love them in all things. Yep. That's it.
Okay.
Somebody's name is Big Yank.
Those two knuckleheads think they're so smart, coming up with reviews of our movie? I know, not like they'd be as ingenious as we are. They're unscrupulous bozos with bad fashions and hairs. They don't even got extensions or one dollars in their pocket. Bro, don't make us look bad. That was Peter Natural. Whatever, I need Manja for both. You're a blockhead and you're ruining everything. Don't call me a blockhead, you weak bold baby.